like you do try and go into a clip clean. If you want to have something clipped up, you do try and have a. Well, I've started thinking like leaving a second or two clean after and before, so that it's easier for you to clip together. Anyway, there you go. Technical speak. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Hey, if you thought vehicle compliance was sexy and interesting, then you've come to the right place. This is The Rock Show, a kind of down the pub chat about transport compliance and how it is good for us all. I'm Alan, the CEO.
And I'm John, Head of Compliance at Compliance Rocks.
And welcome to The Rock Show. In a nutshell, I guess the whole point of today's chat is because we've obviously been partnering with other organisations, other individuals in the industry, and looking at how we can use those people. Because I mean, we've spent quite a lot of time over the last few months cultivating those relationships that will never be a client. That's not the point of them. They're there to bring value to our clients. So, John, your thoughts?
Yes.
Yes. Well, I guess the first place to start maybe would be we redefined your job role this week, haven't we? A little bit. We decided to kind of give you more of a focus rather than just being head of compliance. So what is? Can you remember what is your new job role?
Chief Customer Officer, not Chief Creative Officer. Yeah. Much to Dr Mittens' anger.
We're really making this hard for Stu to edit today, aren't we? So yeah, I guess because we've now kind of redefined your role as Chief Customer Officer, has it? I mean, what's that sort of done to your view on what we're doing now? Has it changed things at all?
Well, of course, yeah, because you're giving me the assistance that I needed of being able to break away from, it's that thing we used to always joke about in the first few months of us starting Compliance Rocks, working in the company rather than on the company. So the role is definitely more working on.
Yeah, and I guess what we're trying to put the focus on your job role specifically is customer success, customer experience, customer delight, customer satisfaction. It's putting the customer at the centre of what we're looking at, really, I guess. And it's not that far away from what you already do, is it, really? Like, you already do focus on the customers as your priority. You always focus on what our client needs and what our client wants. And I think that kind of leads quite nicely into what we're going to talk about today, which is partnerships. Because obviously we've got half a dozen partnerships we've already negotiated and kind of cultivated into being useful both directions, both for the partner and for us. But ultimately, we want to make our customers' lives better. Like we discussed last week, we want to improve the value of our customers' kind of business lives. But I think some of the partnerships we've cultivated are really going to prove useful. So I was thinking today maybe we should run through some of our partnerships kind of in turn and look at how maybe they've added value to our clients and then how we've maybe added value to them. So who do you want to start with, John?
I suppose the best one to probably start with the insurance.
Yeah, so
that's been a recent subject, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's been quite an interesting, it's been a conversation we've been having for a while now, but obviously it's finally come to fruition. Things have lined up the right way. But I mean, do you want to give a bit of background about how we kind of formed this partnership?
Well, it's funny, isn't it? Because thinking back to it, we were actually a message out of the dark, weren't we?
Yeah.
do you remember? It's like, I remember you coming into the office. It's like, oh, I've had an insurance company message me. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It was all quite random, wasn't it? It was quite a nice random.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were looking at it months ago. So obviously, a lot of our clients use the same insurance company, and their insurance is generally up at the same date, isn't it? And we were thinking, how can we try and partner with someone? Obviously, we could never offer insurance because we don't. it's not our game, is it? We can't start offering compliance rocks insurance. It's never going to happen.
Not yet, anyway.
Um, yeah, we didn't really. We were thinking about approaching some companies, weren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So we were looking at trying to contact an insurance company and see if we can try and offer our customers competitive rates. And obviously, the hard work was done for us. We were messaged, weren't we, out of the dark. We built a good reputation within the compliance industry. Word has got around, and obviously, quite a big, well, you said they're a medium-sized company. They're quite.
I think they have about 500 clients they insure. So they're an insurance broker rather than... Because I don't know much about the world of insurance. It's not an area of my expertise. Apologies for that interlude. Technical issues there, but we're back up and running now. Yeah, so insurance. Yeah, we don't know anything about insurance, but talking to Manu at G11, who is our partner, he kind of explained how it all works. So I didn't really realise, but there's only like 3 or 4 insurance companies. There's not that many people that actually insure HGVs and like our clients. What there's a lot of brokers out there that will help kind of put you in the right direction, but it means it's quite a monopoly, and so you really can only buy from a broker to get you the deal you need, because they can obviously shop around and know who to talk to and what to ask and things like that. So really the best way of working, I didn't realise this, because I mean, I insure my car, I insure my home, I insure my camper van and stuff, but I don't do any more than just going on compare the market or whatever. I mean, I'm sure you do the same, John, when you're searching for your bike insurance or your car insurance.
I was literally doing it this morning. Yeah, because my bike insurance is due tonight. I'm getting messed around.
There you go. And all you can really do is go to these comparison websites, and really all you're doing there is comparing on price. And price, I think, is a big thing to compare on, especially, okay, maybe our car insurance. I don't know, how much is your bike insurance? What, 300-400 quid?
No, about £100 a year, £110 a year.
Okay, I don't have a bike, so I wouldn't know it. But like it's pocket change compared to, I mean, how much does it cost to insure a tipper or a curtain cider? I mean,
could be a couple of grand, could be several grand. Yeah, it's
like
there's a lot of different factors, obviously, but yeah, it's a big difference in price.
It's a big scale up, and so price can be a big factor. But actually, I think customer service, and because I mean, business insurance it fluctuates, things move, things change. The way you operate your business changes. You want to have that decent customer service to be able to give you the answers you need. I mean, we find that when we talk to suppliers, is you want to have that open relationship where you can ask a question and get the response, rather than talking to a big corporate organisation. You want to have that sort of personal touch. And so I think that's where Manu at G11 is really good. So we've worked with him for a while now, and he's at least saved money for our clients. I know that much, but also he's always at the end of the phone to help should there be an issue. And I mean, I know this coronavirus pandemic is not going to be around forever, but people are parking up trucks, and so they're asking questions about how to change things and stuff. And knowing you've got that person on the end of the phone, I think is really important, actually.
Well, yeah. We've spoken to several clients, haven't we, that are going on letter insurance, changing it from fully comp to third party. I think there's one insurance type I heard a client say they were doing was it was like a VOR insurance, obviously vehicle off road insurance type thing. So if anyone tried obviously stealing it or crashed into it while it's parked on the premises, they were insured for it. So,
but yeah,
I've never heard of it. It's just weird from obviously my many years of working in this industry to hear people doing that. It's just, you know.
I think we are in weird times, and I think what couldn't be done 3 months ago, people are making happen, because it's either do it or companies go out of business. I think that's kind of you're putting things in place to make people survive, which I think is important. So, but yeah, I think going. I mean, the insurance aside, I think what's more important is we started this relationship with Manu, and we're able to add value to his clients, because that was kind of the key point of the partnership, isn't it? Is to share things. It's not just to have a one-way flow, but also to share things. So we're now able to. We're working with some of his clients now, aren't we? We've got a couple of his clients signed up to our service, and we're able to add value to his clients. It makes his clients happier and more likely to stick with him, and vice versa. It means that our clients are now saving money with their insurance. They've got this person on the end of the phone who can actually answer their questions, and it's all about making the customer happy, isn't it? Really.
Mm. Well, yeah, and it's you touched on it just then. We always say this. It seems to be part of our mantra, but we're adding value. We're not just doing this to, you know, help them earn money or help us earn money. It's adding value and showing that we do genuinely care about our clients. Because if we can save our clients money, it means we save their business money, which means they can continue trading, which means a lot to us, doesn't it?
And I think at the moment that's key. I mean, if we were to take it back to the cold hard facts, if these businesses go out of business, we lose those clients. The thing for us is we want to make sure our clients are still here in 3 months' time. But actually, further than that, we have a relationship with we almost are a partner with our clients, aren't we? I mean, that's one of the things we sell to our clients is we're not just a service provider. We're there on the end of the phone if you need us. We're there to add value to you. We're there to hold your hand through things, and we care for our clients, don't we?
It's funny you say that. One of our one of our clients passed their silver last week, and I think the haulier got their email, I think Saturday, and I got a WhatsApp saying, thank you so much, really appreciate it, with a nice little heart emoji. I'll tell you who it was nice afterwards, but you can probably guess. We have a very good relationship with this client, but it's just that personal touch is reciprocated. They're doing it back with us. It was really nice. Like, cheers, mate. It's like, yeah, cheers, yeah.
So it's nice when you get the thanks that I think we deserve.
Yeah.
I think.
Of course. Some people could argue. Sorry, some people could argue. Oh, we're paying you for a service. Yeah, but it's still nice getting that thank you, because we really like having the relationships, don't we?
Yeah,
it's nice.
I mean, do you give a box of biscuits your postman at Christmas? Like
no, but the binman I do.
Yeah, but the same sort of thing. It's like they're paid to do a job. Why would you give them a present? But actually, it's a sign of gratitude that they didn't that you appreciate what they do, and I think that's quite nice. I do care about our clients, and even as we grow, when I might not know everyone's clients by name as maybe we used to as we expand, I still do have that genuine caring desire to make sure our clients succeed and achieve their goals. And I think the problem is a lot of people see what we do in compliance, people see it in insurance, people see it in anything that's what they view as dull or boring or a necessity, but they don't really care about it. And that's a lot of people do see compliance as that thing that you're paid to do a service and that's it. Just tick my box and leave. And I think that breeds other people in the industry who do what we do to have a same mindset back to them.
Mm.
And so I think a lot of our competitors do have that mindset of, I'm not saying all of them do, I'm sure there's many consultants out there that do have that caring mindset, but we care, and I think that is reciprocated by our clients back and forth. So and I think that does come out when I know a lot of our partners have maybe fallen in our lap or kind of been a response to another question or whatever, like as you were alluding to earlier, John, Manu kind of found us through the website. He filled in a form, got in touch, and the reason he found us was actually through a Facebook group that we're on. He saw that we had recommendations on a Facebook group and he got in touch, but we didn't search out for this partner. He just sort of fell in our lap, and I think a lot of our partners are the same. Actually, I mean, you've got Ross from Leafs Logistics, who we've sort of partnered up with, and we offer service to his clients, and he offers his services to our clients. That's another partnership that it kind of fell in our lap a little bit. So I guess going on to some other partners we've sort of negotiated and cultivated. So obviously got insurance, we've got Leafs Logistics, who we partner with, who kind of we use him for transport manager, sort of finding in different areas of the country when we need it. But we've actually started working with a couple of TMs, haven't we?
Yes, we have 2 on our books so far, looking to expand.
So obviously we've got Trina and Richard, who have kind of bitten the bullet and kind of come on really early doors with that was actually a bit different to the other ones we've worked on. It's a bit more of a formal partnership program that we were sort of looking to cultivate, because I guess what we realised, and the reason we wanted to do this was there's a lot of clients out there that could use what we do, but actually to get that personal touch that we pride ourselves on, there are only so many hours in the day that you can actually provide that service. But actually what I do and what the rest of the team does is put together a system and a process that allows you to do that easily and simply, and then do all your kind of customer facing stuff that you're really good at. But you wouldn't be able to manage so many clients if you didn't have the technology in place behind the scenes. And I think that's where we realise actually what we can do as a company, we can create this system, create the documentation, create the workflows, and then partner with people who are at the coalface. So TMs, I think, are the best people to partner with, in my opinion, because they're the ones on the ground every day doing this. They're actually upholding compliance within companies. And so we're like, well, this system we're building and we're working on actually helps people meet fours, which, I mean, tick, 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 that's fine. But it's going to make their lives easier when it comes to managing compliance in a wider picture. And so we kind of, I mean, when did we do this? It was October 2019, I think we put the advert out on Facebook. And
we got plenty of interest, didn't we?
Yeah, and I think we decided to pick the two that we thought would gain the most value out of this straight away. I think everyone else we spoke to is going to be vitally important to add them to our partnership scheme. But I think for now, these two were people that really jumped out and go, yeah, actually, I'm willing to take a punt with actually what is quite an unknown company, and actually take a punt with what is quite an unknown way of operating with sort of partnerships and stuff. So, so I think Trina and Richard have been real assets to the team, haven't they? Really, I mean, the wider team. Anyway.
I think it was refreshing, wasn't it? Because it was one of the reasons we knew we shouldn't struggle to get people out on board is because, as you touched on just now, they love compliance. Transport managers, there's nothing better getting someone on board that actually totally 100% sees what we do.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? As in, the transport manager needs to be compliant, don't they?
Yeah.
Obviously by law, but it's their name. It's their name on the wall, and if something happens due to a compliance hiccup, not only they lose their reputation, they can lose that job. Also, they go to prison. So it's compliance is a big deal for any team.
I think compliance is a big deal because it's quite heavy-handed. Obviously, you lose, as you say, lose your license, lose your ability to work, go to prison. But I don't think people go and become a TM without having a vague interest in it in the first place. I think that's the key point.
True.
They probably actually, well, I know we speak to a few TMs. They all actually enjoy what they do. They do actually enjoy compliance. And therefore, selling a compliance system to someone that likes compliance is really easy. To a business owner, to a haulage company, compliance is a box to be ticked. It's like HR. It's like insurance. It's like, I don't know, your maintenance schedules and stuff. These are all things that you have to do by law to operate a business, but it's just going to be a tick. You don't really care about it. Whereas TMs totally get what we're doing and why we're doing it and what we're trying to get to. And I think that was we saw it a bit as a revenue generator, didn't we? We were initially going to partner with them to then go, look, bring your clients on and we'll provide our service to your clients and you can be the account manager and you can manage it. And that's still going to be our core.
That's the end game, isn't it?
That is what we're doing. But actually, I think there's because we decided to start just with Trina and Richard. We just to start with the two and sort of build out how it would work. And yeah, we've pushed clients their way. They push clients to each other.
Yeah.
Trina's obviously a training provider as well, and with this new online training, we've pushed people her way. So she's running courses. And obviously she's running courses for her own clients, and then they're going to want four, so they come to us. So kind of building this kind of positive network of people that all want to help each other, I think is only going to be good as an industry, I think.
Wish I'd earlier, a bit of good old-fashioned cross-pollination.
Well, yeah. There you go. I mean, we spend quite a lot of time talking to our partners, don't we? Really, we put a lot of effort into managing and
we do, yeah.
Like we as I say, we have our partner meetings every Friday morning for half an hour. We chat about stuff. Some of it's important, some of it's really not. But I think it's important to build those relationships so people do value those things that we're doing. So, and obviously they're going to be rewarded because they've come on really early. So as this partnership scheme expands, I think,
which it will.
Yeah, I mean it will do. We've already got a list of people that are keen to join. I say we're holding off on formally starting it because I think we can't really manage it at the moment. People like Trina and Richard had a real kind of hands-on training approach, and I think we can't necessarily do that with everyone. So we have to streamline that process. We also need to streamline our technology to work with the number of partners we want to work with. We need to streamline that further. So there's lots of things we've got to do first, but as I say, we know that's the future of what we're trying to do. We know it's the future of how we're going to add value. And I don't want this to be an us versus them. That's not the point. Because actually, at the end of the day, if you try and compete on price and argue amongst each other and kind of don't have this ability to add value to client, the only person that's going to lose out in all this is the client. Because a service like this is not just price based. Like, you need a good service of what we do in this industry to do a good job. You can't just scrape through. Like you know more about this than I do, but you see there's so many people out there that work in compliance that scrape people through things, and eventually it's just going to bite them on the backside, isn't it?
All they care about is the pass, not how they got through it. Yeah. So a pass can still have plenty of minors, plenty of holes, and real serious issues that need amending. But oh well, you've had a pass. See you in 12 months.
Yeah, I guess that doesn't really. A lot of the clients that we work with, or all the clients we work with them all the time. Like, we're with them every month, we handhold them, we write reports for them, we give them that internal audit once a month to make sure they're operating to the standard they should be operating to. A lot of our competitors that don't do that, as you say, don't really care, compete on price, they can't compete on value because they're competing on price. They've got to drive the price down to get the minimum price possible so that they make the number of sales they want to make. But the problem is... What
was that client? It reminds me, that store, what was that client? Obviously, not mentioning their names. It was a client based locally that contacted you, Alan, do you remember? And they were like, oh, I need fours by X dates. And we were like, okay, yeah, we can do it for this. No, I've been quoted like £200 and getting it ready within a few weeks. Or something. Do you remember? What was the story? And it was all about price. It was all about price.
I think they'd been doing it internally. They were a bigger organisation. I think they were vans rather than trucks as well.
Yes, yeah.
And I think they had like 20 or 30 vans. They had like an admin team in-house, and they thought they could just get one of their admin people to do this. It was just a box ticking exercise. And then they realised that actually you need a little bit of skill to do this. But all they cared about was sticking that sticker on the side of their vans. Because I think they needed it for a client. It was one of these sort of, they needed fours. I think it was bronze they needed is what they were after. And I was like, they phoned me and said, they phoned me, left me a voicemail. I phoned back in half an hour, and they'd already spoken to a competitor. So they'd obviously gone, okay, we need this now. Bam, bam, bam. Let's phone people. Yeah, this person quoted 500 quid. They could get it in a few weeks, and they were just going to fake all the stuff, push it all out, tick all the boxes without really getting their drivers to sign it, fake all the training records, fake doing the e-learning. And the client didn't care. All the client wanted was to... But what does that do to the industry? All that does is drive quality down. And we are looking specifically at fours right now. And I know that in the grand scheme of things, it's not a legal requirement. So you can't really argue against it. But I think if someone's mindset is to do with fours, what is their mindset with everything else that they do in their business? And I think that's where the problem is.
I bet their companies all over the place.
All they're doing is buying on price, not on value. And I think that's where... we do set ourselves differently, and that's where we want to partner with people that share that vision, that actually I don't want to be the cheapest supplier. If you're the cheapest, what are you cutting out that everyone else does that you're now not doing? And I think that,
and that's why we didn't go in, did we? We were like, no, we probably could have lowered the price. We were like, what's the point in working someone on that when we know they won't work with us on a monthly basis? They won't give us things like, fuel data. They won't work with us on a monthly basis. No. They're not interested. You knew as soon as we got that bronze, it wouldn't be able to done. It just wouldn't, because we don't fake things. So they wouldn't
So
have got it done.
I was glad to actually hang up on that client or that lead and go, do you know what? I don't want to do that. And I think that kind of does prove that we are not one man, one hit wonders, wham bam, thank you ma'am sort of approach. We are here for the long haul, and I think once you get that through your skull that that's what we're trying to do, all our partners get that as well. They're here for the long haul. They're here to add value, and ultimately, if you don't compete on price but compete on value, quality goes up in the industry. The quality of the service that is provided to the industry and within the industry goes up, which can only be a good thing for everyone, really.
So, of course, improving the industry and making it a better and safe place to work is nothing to be sniffed at.
But ultimately, I think the key point, I guess, of this episode specifically was all about how we can make our customers happier. What did I say at the beginning? The power of the partnership and aiding customers' delight. I quite like that word, delight. We want to obviously delight our customers and add value. And I think all the partnerships we've obviously worked on over the last few months, I think do, actually. I think the fact that we can provide insurance, provide training, provide transport manager kind of consultancy. There's things there now that we couldn't offer before. At the moment, I think we want to... I think the reason we started this podcast and the blog we write and the Rocks Roundup newsletter we send out every week is all about trying to cultivate new partnerships to see how we can provide a service to their clients and vice versa. So I think that's the point of why we're doing this, is to hopefully try and find other people that might want to add value to their clients and might want to add value to our clients, because I think the more partners we have, the bigger our network is, the more value we can add. And as long as the partners share our vision, share our reason for existence, then I'm absolutely fine with working with people. I say, so if anyone out there who is listening to this and wants to get in touch and start a conversation, please do. I'm sure the clever wizards in the design team are going to put email links and stuff here. Please actually do that, design team, because I don't want to just be pointing at the screen generally like that, because I'm going to look at it too. Thanks, Stu. Just get in touch, because I think the more we do communicate and open up those dialogues to people, the better it is for everyone. So, unless, John, is there anything else you want to add?
No, I think we just quickly touch on the partners. There are some partners out there that probably don't share the vision, and this comes back to us picking and choosing who we work with. We only want to work with people that do share the vision, that generally want to. We sound some form like revolutionary party, don't we? It's like change the world we live in transport. But we do. We as you can tell from these podcasts and videos, we are passionate about our jobs, and we do really care. And it's not always about money, invoicing. It is generally sometimes about improving the transport industry and changing it for the better.
So on that bombshell, I think we can probably, there you go. It got a bit emotional there, didn't it? Really, I think we need to find a less emotional subject. Last week was all about, do we make people's lives better? This week it's all about keeping our customers happy. Are we going to talk about anything less emotional?
Next week we're talking about RSPCA and all the sick kittens and puppies out there.
Okay, do you want to write the topics for next week then? Because I can't stand animals. You ain't gonna make me cry. So
I know, mate. We know you're cold and heartless.
So yeah, I guess in summary, I think we do care about our customers. We want to delight them, and I think the partnerships we've developed over the last few months really kind of added value and delighted our clients. So I think that's all from me.
And that's all from me.
So I hope you enjoyed today's episode. As always, if you want to follow us on Spotify, find us on YouTube, or find us on our socials.
You can like us on Instagram, follow and like us on Facebook, and also head over to compliance.rocks for more information.
And if you want to talk to us directly, feel free to send me an email, alan@compliance.rocks, or follow me on LinkedIn.
And also, if you want to get hold of me, it's john@compliance.rocks. And again, I'm on LinkedIn, so feel free to follow me there.
Thanks, guys, and see you next week.
Thank you. Bye.